All right, so I'd love to take a few questions because we're here in like this fun, intimate group. And actually, because you're in the front and you're dressed so sharp, just come out and ask a question to Mike. Not a plant. I have no idea who he is.
Andrew. So, first of all, I love you. But 6 years ago, I was homeless, eating out of the dumpster, out of Trader Joe's. I was born in South America, Paraguay, Asuncion. My parents didn't plan out, whatever the case that was, but I love them either way. But I ended up being 8 years illegal, in this country, and today I own a company. I employ 11 people. My income puts me way ahead of 1%, which is only 295K, but it's about that. But what I want to ask you is, how are you going to enforce that other people like me, and not just like me, everybody else that is actually born and raised here has the same opportunities to see that they can actually obtain more than just going to school, right, and get a degree and get a job?
Look at that, man. You're like thinking of others before yourself, man. That's beautiful.
Because it's not about me. It's about everybody else, and that's the thing that makes this country so beautiful is the fact that, when you were born in a communist country like I was, and then you come here, and everybody else has an opinion. That's actually beautiful because if it wasn't for everybody, we wouldn't be here. But then again, it's I want to see how we're going to enforce education to make it to share the dream with a lot more people than just yourself.
Give me a hug, man. That's He's in solar renewable energy too. How badass is that? So I'm the son of immigrants, and I think that immigrants make our country much stronger and more dynamic, culturally, economically. And if you look, just like Robert?
Yeah.
So just like Robert, think about half of the startups in Silicon Valley were founded either by an entrepreneur or the children, or an immigrant or the children of immigrants. And that plays out in communities here in Los Angeles and around the country where we know that immigrants have much higher rates of business formation. And I worked, as most of you know, for 7 years helping train hundreds of aspiring entrepreneurs around the country to try and give them that sense of agency and power and that they can realize the American dream. And the statistics are much darker in the opposite direction, where the rates of business formation are at multi-decade lows in 85% of the country. Rates of business formation for young people are at all-time lows, in large part because we're loading them up with school debt and loans. We're saying you have no choice but to go to school, but we're going to make school so incredibly expensive that you're going to get crushed by debt. And then when you come out of school, there's going to be a 44% chance you're underemployed in a job that didn't require that degree, and you can't discharge your loans even through personal bankruptcy. So what we're doing is we're selling false promises, packaged in these visions of success through these institutions that are actually not serving human values and goals.
Yeah. My college tuition was 3 times more expensive than the U.S. citizen. Actually, Moore Park in Ventura County. It's 3 times more per unit.
Wow, that's incredible.
So how am I going to afford that, when I can't even afford to live?
Yeah, and it's tough for parents too because they feel like they have no choice but to take out these massive loans to send their kids to school to try and ensure their future, not knowing that that might not be the right course of action. So this is a set of problems we need to attack from every angle. We need to first debunk this myth that college is the end-all be-all for everyone. Right now, 33% of Americans attend college, and that rate has been essentially constant for years. And the 6-year completion rate from a 4-year university is only 59%. So 4 out of 10 people who are starting college are not finishing within 6 years. And they're not getting their loans forgiven. It's not like the school's like, what, you didn't get the degree? Then it's free. Like that's not the way it goes down. So we need to try and push more people to pursue other courses of training or job opportunities or technical training or apprenticeship or vocational that is not college. We need to destigmatize the trades. And one of the things I say is like those jobs are going to be much harder to automate away than a lot of the jobs that are filled by college grads. It's a lot easier to automate away a basic accounting or bookkeeping job than it is a plumber or electrician. Can you guys imagine what a robot plumber would take? I mean, like, that's never gonna happen. That plumber's got like the safest job there is, and it's quite lucrative. And he works with his hands, and he can charge me whatever the hell he can just make it up, and I don't know what the hell. He's like, hey, today's gonna be an expensive kind of day. What a great job that would be. So we have to start selling people, different visions of success, and not say that there are only a couple of paths. We need to tell these colleges, look, why are you so expensive? It's like this is out of control. But most of all, we need to start getting economic resources into people's hands so they can actually start doing the kind of work they want to do. How many of you all would be more likely to start a business or do something creative or entrepreneurial or artistic if you were getting $1,000 a month? You know what I mean? That's everywhere. Yeah, for free. But thank you for being such an awesome role model and for making America all the more strongly dynamic. And for being maybe the sharpest dressed man in this room.